everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Cardinals going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup lined up here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Check four. Under. Mike 20, Mike 20. No, let's go 52. Check 49.
Romo here on first down. A dump off to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And partner for Ezekiel Elliott, congratulations are in order. He passed Tony Dorsett's rookie rushing record as a Dallas Cowboy in Week 11.
And you know what else he wants to do? He wants to emulate Tony Dorsett in another way, and that's win a Super Bowl as a rookie, as Tony Dorsett did in setting that record. But also, you know he's trying to chase down Eric Dickerson's rookie rushing record of 1,808 yards. That'll be interesting to see if he can get there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. There's a reason that quarterbacks hate to see Patrick Peterson on the other end, isn't there?
That's because they feel like they should be throwing the football or handing it to him. He looks like an offensive player, but he plays the corner as well as anyone in the league.
Caught, right side, Gresham. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Now it's Palmer. Fitzgerald's got it right side. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. So the offensive 11 for the Cowboys coming back onto the field, and what a year it's been. Now remember, they lost their opener to the Giants. Since then, 9 straight wins. First time ever a Cowboys team has won 9 in a row. And this is a group, a franchise that has 5 Super Bowl titles.
I'm absolutely in shock. Are you serious? This is the first time they've ever won 9 in a row? All the success the Cowboys franchise has had? That's amazing to me, but I'll tell you this. This team has strung together a terrific streak, not just by doing it on offense, but the defense, which is expected to really have a tough time, has played really well this season.
And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I know that in recent years, it's been tough on Tony Romo. A lot of injuries have piled up, but he's still able to sling it, Brandon. Look at that throw.
Yeah, he can. By the way, you know his given name on his birth certificate?
Hit me.
Antonio Ramiro Romo. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dayon Buchanan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They'll come out in the pistol. Romo now to throw. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A shotgun snap for Romo. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's Romo. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. 2 touchdowns for Dez in the win over the Ravens, 80 yards. Really continuing to use his size to kind of bully the Ravens secondary.
And I think that his head coach, Jason Garrett, helped formulate a terrific game plan because he knew.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 61 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's got it up and through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll throw on 1st down here with Palmer. This one complete to Gresham. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A big play there on the screen pass. 31 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackle.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field. Punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Shift together here from the D-line. To throw on second down is Romo. And now for the third time, Romo intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Tyrone Crawford able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2.
Get ready.
On second down, Palmer. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And it's third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Get ready. Mirror.
On third down, Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. A good pickup there, a 22.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Carson Palmer with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They get 25 yards out of that one. And that leads to a Dallas first down. Here's Romo. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they...
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, it's Romo. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. No jumping over. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. Caught, right side, Gresham. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down. On second down, here's Palmer. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Watch He's tied right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Here I go. There we go. Nice play, baby.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
4 down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go.
Palmer to throw again. Screenplay, Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And his kick is good.
Touchdown. Touchdown City.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Romo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Christian Bryant. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll throw on 1st down here with Palmer. And he finds Fitzgerald. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out here in the eye. Here's Palmer to throw. This will be caught at the 2. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Carson Palmer on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Tony Romo on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. That one goes for 24 yards. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
2nd and 10. Romo once more. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. The final shot before the break. Romo. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
Now it's Romo. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. You know, that incompletion gives us a second. Seems like each week we talk about a certain division. We haven't discussed the NFC North a whole lot. Packers, Vikings. Those were the top heavy favorites, and now could be the Detroit Lions.
You're so right about that. Packers, Vikings, Vikings, Packers. It depended on who you talk to, but no one mentioned the Lions, who now lead the NFC North as they head into a Thanksgiving Day tilt with the Minnesota Vikings. Boy, what intrigue that game has now. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
They are going for it. It's Romo. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. No, not good here. Their field general is still down, and that would not bode well for this offense if he's unable to continue. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Room here to run.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On second down, Palmer. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Red zone opportunity.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. Let's face it, when Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald early in the game and then continues to do so, we end up with games like we saw after the 2015 season in the playoffs against Green Bay, don't we?
Yeah, and a couple of veterans. And he fights his way in, not giving up, and it's a Cardinal touchdown. Darren Fells taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, it's Romo. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Calais Campbell, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Romo now on second down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Get ready.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, 35 yards. And the Cardinals add on. And he's able to put it through. Now another shot here at the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Romo. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. So after the interception, here's Palmer. He finds his target, John Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Back now in Arlington, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 3rd down, Palmer. Screenplay, Johnson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3rd and goal now. The defense looking to hold serve again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
Now Romo hit, and he loses the football. He had it jarred out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go.
Desperation time for Romo on 4th down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Let's go.
They'll throw on 1st down here with Palmer. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Palmer. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for it.
And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. Hey, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to...
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Another pistol look here. Here's Romo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chandler Jones charging hard from that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. Here's Romo now on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A shotgun snap for Romo. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. in the end zone, a big-time drop.
Romo now to throw it, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Romo now to throw, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.